Hey, how's it going? So, Saints Row going forward. Let's talk about it. I've got a few things on my mind I really want to speak about today. And this is kind of more so Saints Row on my channel related, not so much Saints Row as a franchise going forward, if that makes sense. I wanted to basically update you on my thought process of everything and how I'm handling the channel, because in the last month, I have made a whopping 2 Saints Row videos. Technically, in the last 30 days, I've made 1, but like, since my last Saints Row video, I had made like 1 other one in the last month. It's ridiculous. I've only posted basically 2 in around a month now, and that's quite different for me, as I imagine you guys are aware. So there's 2 things that basically play into this, and I want to kind of talk about that, maybe some other things too. So, first off, I'm just not playing Saints Row that much. I'm busy with other games, you know? I am very limited in what I post these days, because everyone wants Saints Row stuff from me, and that's great, but I like a lot of games. There's plenty of games out there I enjoy, and Saints Row is not the only one. So, you know, I'm just playing other things, and that's totally fine, but obviously that means that Saints Row content isn't exactly thriving for me. And again, it's not that I hate Saints Row, I just like other games too, you know? Saints Row is not my favorite game in the world that I can play 24/7. I don't think anyone has that game. I like playing a lot of games, and Saints Row is not the only one, so I've just been kind of doing other things. Also, there's a lot of games I'm really excited for. I mean, I really enjoyed Dead Island 2. I got Starfield around the corner, crazily excited for that. Fable's on the horizon, Payday 3 is coming out soon. It's looking like a good couple months for gaming is right around the corner, and that to me is kind of what I'm focused on. So I apologize again for the lack of Saints Row content, and don't worry, I'll cover the LARPing DLC when it comes out. I mean, even though it's not confirmed LARPing, we're all pretty much aware at this point. So that's one thing, but another thing is basically just that I'm working on a lot of really big projects. I've got what I would say is 2 big projects in the works right now. One project I'd say is around like maybe 35% done, maybe 40. And the other project I haven't started yet, but I'm just like kind of storyboarding how I want it to go. These videos are going to be crazy long, big projects. I'm crazy excited to get it out. The release date I'm aiming for, and this is kind of like to tell you the scope, it was originally end of July, but I don't think that's going to work, to be honest. So I'm hoping for like in August. That would be a really good date for me. If I could get it out by August, I'd be pretty happy with that, because I could finally relax and not stress about it. But honestly, I'm not even optimistic I can hit that date. But it'll definitely be here, you know, in time, and hopefully it'll be worth the wait for you guys. I'm really excited to get it out for sure. So, yeah, sorry about that. And the other one, probably next year, to be honest. But yeah, so a lot of my attention is basically diverted between playing and experiencing other games and experiences, and working on other big projects that aren't Saints Row related. Yeah, so it's like, you know, Saints Row is kind of just in the middle of, like, just not my center of attention right now. It's just not what I'm focusing on. And I know that you guys as Saints Row fans kind of want me to update you on content and stuff. And I will, don't get me wrong. I'm posting when new stuff is happening that's important, so you guys know. But, you know, I'm usually posting just Saints Row all the time. But at the moment, I've just got other things going on. And there's another thing that's kind of weighing on my mind. I kind of don't want to fully associate myself with just Saints Row anymore. I love Saints Row to death, but it's one of those franchises now where, like, I don't know what the future holds for it, if there is a future, and, you know, I don't want to go down with the ship, so to speak, you know. It's like, if Saints Row was to die with a reboot, I don't want to die alongside it, and that's one thing that I do think about quite a lot. I mean, I'll always make content on Volition games, I'll say that much, you know. Next Volition project, whether it's Saints Row or not, I can't wait to talk about it. But, you know, as for Saints Row, I don't want to go down with that ship, so to speak. And then, the final thing I basically want to update you on here is, the other thing that's kind of weighing into this whole lack of Saints Row content and how Saints Row is going to be going forward, which I'll get to in a second, because I know that's what you're kind of here for. It's just that basically, I want to make things I'm passionate about, and I'll talk about this in my bigger project eventually, maybe towards the end, because it's something I want to update you guys on fully. But I'm trying to revive a lot of love I have for YouTube, and this bigger project is doing a lot of that for me. Really excited for the release of that, for sure. And Saints Row just isn't weighing into that equation right now. Saints Row is not really where I want my head to be at the moment, and that's not because Saints Row is bad, like I have to keep stating, because everyone takes like one thing I say as like a totally other thing. I can be like, oh, I'm not really into Saints Row right now, and he's like, oh my god, he hates Saints Row. It's like, no, chillax. No, I'm just doing other stuff. But, yeah, Saints Row is just not where my head is right now, and that's totally fine. But I know you guys want Saints Row content, but it's, I'll have stuff on the way when stuff's happening, but right now it's just not my primary focus. And that kind of leads us into going forward. What is Saints Row going forward for me looking like? Well, the first thing I'll tell you right now, and again, I'll definitely get more into this in a later date, but I want to give you an update for now, is I don't see myself being a solely Saints Row channel anymore. I'm kind of not that right now anyway. I make videos on other stuff for sure, but Saints Row is definitely the dominant game, and I want to say that would probably be always the case, but I don't honestly know at this point. But, at the end of the day, I've got 3rd Street in the name. It's AJ 3rd Street. It's, at the end of the day, it's part of my channel. It's the roots of my channel. And I don't really want to forget that, that's something that helped me get to where I am today, and that's not something, that sounds really pretentious, I know, but it's like, it's not something I want to forget, Saints Row got me to where I am, and I'll always be grateful for that, but I also don't want to be held back by it too, and again, this is something I will get into at a later date, in that video project, so I don't want to give away too much right now, but, I want to make the things I love, and make sure I'm passionate about them 110% of the time, and some of the stuff I've put out, over the past couple months, I haven't really had all my heart into it, and that's started to bug me a bit. So now, like, going forward, I will make Saints Row content when I want to make Saints Row content, not when I feel I need to, if that makes sense. So if, like, I'm interested in something, I'll make a quick Saints Row video, like my Doc Ketchum thing. I wanted to cover that. I played it for a bit. It was pretty cool. I remember the video. I probably won't even make a follow-up video like I said I would. To be honest, I just really want to make what I'm feeling at the time. So, yeah, that's kind of it. I'll make Saints Row content when I want to make Saints Row content, which makes me sound like such an asshole. But it's not that. It's, trust me, it's better for you guys too. You don't want content that I'm half-assing because I don't care about it. And there's definitely been videos in the past that I've done that for, and it's really annoying me that I, for some reason, have this thing where I'm like, I have to get Saints Row content out, or not. So yeah, basically that's what I'm getting at with that. It's, eventually, not to hint too much here, I'll leave you on this, is there's going to be a big change in the channel direction and like everything my channel kind of stands for and what I'm aiming for shortly, and you guys will be able to see that probably with the bigger projects announcement. So for now, I'm just trying to make do, trying to put out stuff like this where I can kind of have a bit of a conversation with you until then. But until then, content's going to be kind of all over the place. So just be aware of that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry this is kind of like a bit of a rant video. But yeah, like, I promise you that in the future, there's going to be some crazy stuff for this channel. And I'm really excited to get it out. I'm working on it all now. But for the moment, Saints Row is not the primary focus. And going forward, Saints Row may never be the primary focus again. It depends how the franchise ages and how I feel about it. I need to make sure I'm passionate about it, Obviously, I want the franchise to do well, but yeah, you get the point. Also, since I have a bit of time, sorry if this video is quite low edited. I'm literally focusing all my efforts onto my bigger stuff, so this is probably just giving me talking over gameplay, to be honest, just like kind of random driving around the city, like old school AJ content, But yeah, take care anyway, look after yourselves, and I can't wait to see you in the later date. I'm really excited for some of the stuff we got planned, and I'm hoping you guys are all impressed and you like it, because that's the real end goal for me. Take care, see you later.